Your phone. Hey, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
We miss you guys. I'm just giving it a few minutes. Okay, good evening, everybody. All right, so we're gonna have our little quick little show right now. Hi, welcome to Conscious Awakening, featuring Judy Davis and Kimberly Davis. Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Conscious Awakening. I'm Kimberly Davis. I'm going to be one of the hosts today.
I'm Judy Davis. I'm also co hosting with Kim.
Yes. So I know we have not been on in a moment, but we're back again and we're never giving up. So today, the dessert for today will be the meaning of energy. And we have three questions, and our three questions are: what is human energy feel? How does consciousness play a role in energy? And how do we direct our lives and our health with the understanding of energy? How do we direct our lives and health with the understanding of energy? So we're gonna talk. We're gonna have me and Judy gonna have a dialogue. If anybody wants to come in, you're most definitely welcome. Just say hey, send me an invite, and I'll let you come in if you like. But we're gonna move forward, and we're gonna talk about energy today.
Oh,
You guys,
wow.
yeah. So we're gonna jump on into it. So I'm gonna open the floor because this was Judy. Judy came up with this topic, and I'm gonna let her kind of navigate this thing here today, and we just gonna go back and forth because my first question is, Judy, why did you pick this topic? That's gonna be my first question to you.
Well, we hadn't been on in a while, and I wanted to go beyond small talk. I didn't want us to really get into any small talk tonight. I wanted us to have an energy of intoxicating conversation.
I like
So,
that. That is sexy. Okay.
as we have our dessert tonight, I said, we have not had some intoxicating conversation. So I think energy would be a good topic. What's your thoughts?
Well, when I heard it, I was mind blown, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is right up. Hey, this I love it. I like talking about these things. That's something that I truly, truly enjoy. I think energy is very important. I think energy is it's all about us. Energy is everywhere.
It is. It is.
It's the universe.
It is. It is.
So it's all about energy. And in order for us to understand energy and expound on energy, that's where consciousness come in play. Because in reality, it's nothing but consciousness on all levels of life, and it's you have to understand consciousness and energy go together.
Absolutely.
The universe is consciousness, so it's like the two marry each other.
I agree. Because on the physical level, we are energy,
Yes.
you
And
know?
on a mental level also, on a mental level, think about the trees, think about the ocean, just think about animals. Everybody has an energy field. Everybody, we all have this aura that around us, and people who are in tune to that other side can actually see your aura, can actually see your colors of your aura. I've had that experience before. Judy and I remember our trip, and the man read our auras.
Exactly.
And I never forget him saying mine was white. I didn't have any color. And he said, I don't even see her face. And I was freaking out, like, what? He was like, oh, she just deal with the other side. And I was like, okay. So, I can relate. I've had my experience, even though sometimes I get a little nervous, but I do most definitely believe that. So, yeah. So I remember that time that he read our auras. I could see it right now in my mind's eye, that experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I was just making me some notes about energy before we got on. And I said on a creative level, we need energy to like accomplish our goals and to enjoy our life.
Mm-hmm.
And on an attraction level, which is really interesting, I think you attract the energy of who you are. So
Exactly.
on an attraction level, you attracted what you are. And on an emotional level, your feelings are energy vibrating throughout your body. So when you feel in a certain kind of way, that's your emotional level of energy and how you're responding to things.
Okay. And I took some notes basically because I wanted, came up with those three questions after you said that. What is human energy field? And basically it's the manifestation of the universe. You know, it's involved in our human life. So basically we have to understand the connection to the universe and our own energy so that, like you said, we can be creative. We can know, and the whole thing, and also we can know what that creativity is, because when we know what that creativity is, it flows like water.
Mm,
You
absolutely.
know, you're so when and not saying that there's, because you're gonna have challenges and obstacles, because that's life. But when they come, you're pretty prepared for them in a different way when you're connected to your energy, your creativity. I know when I'm in the flow, like you said about creativity, when I'm in the flow and on this consistent rhythm, my creativity kind of blows my own mind at times. I'll be
Mm,
like, oh, I'll be having some aha moments, like, oh wow, and it feels good when you connected to your energy. It actually feels good. You have this bliss. You walk around with this bliss, like, and you don't want to lose that bliss. But sometimes things happen, and you may lose it, but you can come back to it. So it's like a manifestation of the universe energy. So if the universe is a bliss, we can be a bliss too. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like you said, living in abundance and things like that. We can live in abundance. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm living in abundance. I'm,
Hmm.
I'm, I'm, already, I'm there. I'm already there,
Right.
living in abundance, and I'm figuring out what's impacting my energy. My environment, people, home, places. What else impacts my energy? My food I eat, kind
Okay.
of rest I get, who I play with.
Hmm.
Um, and then definitely my energy is impacted by my thoughts, my
Yeah.
attitude, my mindset, what I believe in. So all that impacts my energy. So I have to be conscious of that, specifically my thoughts.
Well, why would you say in this, and just asking, why would you say your thoughts and not your hmm, your total being, even your physical? Why would you just say your thoughts?
Because every thought I think is producing a feeling. And
Okay.
that feeling carries an energetic vibration.
Okay.
And that vibration inspires me, either I'm going to act or I'm going to not act
Okay.
or I'm going to attract, or I'm going to not attract it.
Okay.
So when I think a thought long enough, it becomes a belief.
Okay. All right. I love it. Okay.
So to elevate my energy, I got to elevate my thinking. And that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Working on elevate my thinking. That's the only way I'm going to be able to elevate my energy.
Okay. I mean, and you said it, and you said thinking, I would say elevate and expand on my consciousness,
Okay.
allow, for me, that's all I'm saying. I'm not,
Oh,
no way.
absolutely.
Yeah, but for me, because I understand what you're saying, when I elevate and expand my consciousness, and then my thoughts expands on another level. I'm able to discern what's for me and what's not for me, what I need and what I don't need, and able to discern it in a positive, um, relaxed way.
Now
You know,
that's healthy.
not with the energy of, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? You know how you had energy, you're struggling with it, but when you're transcending on a conscious level, you're able to see it different. It's not that you being this person of knowing everything. It's just this knowing. It's this knowing.
Absolutely.
It's this knowing. Yep. Oh, hey, John. Good evening.
So the quality, I
Hey.
believe that of our life is determined by the quality of our energy.
Oh,
Quality of your life is
oh, yes.
determined by the quality of your energy, right? And so the quality of our energy is determined by the quality of our thoughts.
Right.
So your thoughts create your feelings, and your feelings drive what you do or what you don't do all day long.
Exactly. So, and then that relates to that last question. How do we redirect our lives and our help with the understanding of energy? And that to me has a point right there, what you just stated,
And
about
another point, no matter what your circumstances, you can think in a way that gives you energy or in a way that drains your energy. So
yes,
you gotta ask yourself, how am I thinking? Am
yeah,
I thinking in a way that's going to give me that positive energy? Or am I thinking in a way that's draining my energy?
right.
No matter what the circumstance, think on purpose.
Right. You have to think on purpose. But I do, I feel like we can do a lot of thinking, and sometimes we really don't have to think. Sometimes we really just have to sit back and relax and go silent. And even though you're gonna have some thoughts, but as you sit there and relax and go within, those thoughts go away, and it's just settled silence. It's like pure consciousness.
Mm,
It's
I
pure,
agree.
it's pure consciousness, and then once you come out of that, and that's when activity starts, you know what I'm saying, because we're busy, we're doing things, you connect in a way that your thoughts change, and it change. You don't have to really question as much as you normally used to, because it changes. It honestly changes, because and then you're able to hear different. Your energy changes, like we're talking about energy tonight. Your whole energy changes about your thoughts. Your whole energy changes about how you want to treat your physiology. What do you think of it? Because sometimes, Judy, we have sometimes we I can talk to someone, and I'm gonna give an example of, I had an experience yesterday with a client, and she was saying that her hair was still shedding, and she's a new client, and she was saying her hair was still shedding, and she thought it was the perm. It's not the perm. She thought it was, I trimmed it. She think it's the color. So I said, okay, all right. So immediately I just said, okay, I got to deal with this. How I'm gonna deal with this. So I was patient though.
Okay.
So that was the first thing. Instead of allowing my energy to be taken, oh, here she go again. You know what I'm saying? I was in a patient mode, and and once she came from under the dryer, we talked about it, and I said, "Well, what's going on in your life? You take a medication?" And she told me, yeah. And then she told me she had some other issues. I don't want to name all her issues, but she had a few other issues. And I said, well, all of that is connected. So your whole energy is off center. Your whole you're not balanced. You unbalanced. When your energy is off, you unbalanced. So I said, so it's not just a relaxer. Yes, it's dry, it's shedding. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, and Curtis. I don't see Curtis, but hi, Curtis. Um, I said your whole energy is off. So how do you expect for your hair to really feel luster and and beautiful and stop shedding when you're on this medication, which is not good for hair. And then you have something else deeply going on. So you're unbalanced, your energy is off. So we had this really deep conversation about just her stopping and taking some moments, for herself. And she was just like this, like, wow, I never looked at it like that. So when I'm saying why I said that is because a lot of times, and I remember Miss Ewing when I got some guidance a long time ago, she said a lot of us think that our spirit or our self is over here and the physical is over here. Because I'm just gonna eat this. I don't care. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. That's the attitude, you know what I'm saying? That's the energy in it. I'm gonna eat what I want to eat. But then when something happens, it's like, oh, let me go. Okay. Oh, hey everybody. Hey Angela Quachi. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Judy, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go back to it.
Okay.
Okay.
You let people in.
Well, y'all had to go ahead and see Angela. And then someone just paged me. Sorry, guys. Give us 1 second.
Well, I'm just going to talk while you're taking care of that.
So, yeah, I'm done. I just wanted to. So basically, I'm just saying that sometimes our energy, we don't understand that it's all interconnected. This is our body. The physical body plays a part of everything. The mind plays a part of everything. What we put in our mouth plays a part. If we don't take the time out to mentally, spiritually, physically take care of us, then how can we be creative? How can we, live in abundance? How do we even know about abundance? How do we, so as you came up with this topic, energy, that is like on point because we have to understand our energy. That's why we having so much road rage out there because people, their energies are off, they're unbalanced, and we're intense, but my goal is like yours. I'm living in abundance at every given moment. I'm appreciating everything, that's around me, being in the when I was at the tropical storm, in Florida, I wasn't in it. And I'm so grateful and so appreciative that I was at a safe place, but I experienced the storms and the winds, but I still was at a safe place. But was it a little scary? Yeah, when it came through, but we was in a good place. But and that even brought more appreciation and gratitude because people lost their lives, they lost their home, they lost everything. But again, those are things in our energy, our energy is so important, but people lost a lot of things, and people, so I really think, we really have to even be in tune with our own energy at the last moment because we don't know when that last moment is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we have to identify what we're feeling.
Yeah.
Most people resist what they're feeling. They just go about their day. They have a goal task and they just going to accomplish their goals and they don't deal with their feelings.
Right.
Resisting those kind of emotions, that's draining. So why drain yourself like that? Name your emotion, name what you're feeling, and be honest with yourself. And believe that whatever you're feeling, that you can change it. You can transform that if you don't like what you're feeling. Describe how it feels. Describe how it feels with your body. Are you having some anxiety? Are you nervous? Is your stomach upset? You got a headache? Is it fast? Is it slow? You shouldn't even judge it. You should just be curious and you should just feel it and identify.
That's I was reading something by because I studied human energy field when I was at the University of Metaphysical Science, and Barbara Ann Bernetta, she talks about, she studies, most definitely she's a healer.
Okay.
And she's an energy healer, and she talks about it. And she was just talking about illness. She said illness really is an opportunity because it's your body basically speaking to you. So you got to ask yourself some questions and go deeper into it and find out why you even created that illness. What really happened, what transpired, and connecting to it, and then making some life changes, and first starting with your own energy field.
Exactly.
Like about, first really starting with your own energy field, learning, okay, what is really going on. And to that, I know I'm always having these experiences, but I have them. So I remember my own experience when I got diagnosed with hyperprolactinemia, and that's when you build up all this prolactin in your body, and and in your womanhood stop or whatever. But anyway, I didn't understand what was going on with my body. I just knew I was unbalanced, but I didn't know why. And I was having all these different funny feelings, and all these things, all these different things going on about 39, 38. So when I turned 40, I went to the doctor, and she found out what was going on. And I think I went to the doctor for a whole year or maybe two. But once I calmed down, my body calmed down, and I found some herbs or whatever. I did a lot of little research, and I started researching about it. And once I researched, and it said something about stress, and I really calmed down because I got in metaphysical school at that time. And as I was doing a lot of meditation, I calmed down enough to see really what happened and how it got there. And my body was really stressed out, 2000, 2001, and 2. I was really going through a lot, and I didn't pay attention to it like that when I was going through it. I didn't really, sometimes you just be on, what does they call it? Autopilot, you just be like a robot.
Right.
I'm not saying the correct word, but you just like a robot. You're just constantly moving and constantly doing. You're not really paying attention to what's really going on, because you're like in survival mode.
Right. Energy. I call them energy. Like you got energy drainers, and then you got energy givers, things that's going to enhance you. And then you got the energy draining things. I know Angela has said that journaling is important and having moments of silence. And I agree, Angela, because I journal after I do my morning prayers, and we're kind of all involved in that same morning prayer. I set an intention every day, because when I wake up, some days I feel just like absolutely fantastic, just like, oh. And then there's other days I wake up and I'm not feeling that good. And so no matter what the day is, I make a decision every morning that I'm going to set an intention. And what is that? What does that mean? That means, how do I intend to show up today? How do I want to show up today? How do I want to feel today? What am I going to commit to today? And so this morning, we had some deaths. So I wanted to feel energetic, because I was not the energy. I did not feel energetic. So the emotion, the desired emotion I wanted to have for today was energy. So I say, if you want some energy, Judy, then you want to feel energetic. So then what kind of thoughts do you have to practice to feel that way? So I said, I got to feel joyful. I got to feel invigorated. And I had a list of thoughts. And so I believe in that, Angela, as well. I think, journaling every day to have a clear intention on how you want your day to, how you desire your day to be, and how you want to show up as a woman, I think that is critical.
Mm, okay.
So, sometimes we have energy drainers and then we have energy givers. And an energy drainer is like, you know, it's too much. I'll never get it done. When you be having it, I'll never get this done. It's going to take too long. My calendar is already too full. I'm too busy. I need more time. I'm running out of time. There's so much I want to do. There's not enough hours in the day. But the energy giver says, there's no hurry. I'll get it done. I create my own calendar. I have plenty of time. There are plenty of hours in the day. I'm going to accomplish everything I need. This moment is it. I'm here. It just depends upon how you gonna feel. How you feeling that day? And it takes work to be consistently being able to have that kind of energy vibrating through your consciousness every day.
Yep. And that's why I get up in the morning and do that meditation, because it gives me that kind of energy
Right.
to continue to transform, to continue to connect to self, to continue to stand up and be the woman I want to be, to continue to be creative.
And I think that when we have goals, I know we all have a dream and we all have a goal. And so then you should just look at what are the energy drainers? Like if you try to lose weight, I'm fat, I'm not good enough, I hate my body, I'm always struggling with my weight. It runs in my family. I love food so much. It'll take too long. I can't control my eating. Or you could say, I enjoy taking care of my body. I got a beautiful body. I'm
Mhm.
aging well. I'm determined to take care of myself. Where are your thoughts? Where's that energy coming from?
Then I'm just in actually just being curious to go and have the experience and see how you will feel.
Right.
Being curious, asking those questions. Okay, what is it that I really, really want? What do I really want to do? How do I even want to look? You got to go and you got to take time. And another thing, hey, Ross, good evening. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, Ross.
So, you have to go and ask those questions. What is it that, how am I feeling at this moment? And can I feel better?
Mm.
Can I feel better? Can I look better? But it all starts internally. The real change starts internally.
It does, because energy speaks what you don't speak.
Thank you. Hi.
Energy is talking to you all day long. It ain't speaking to you, but you're recognizing it.
Hmm. It's interesting, and energy is like interest. If you don't, connect to your own energy, I just want, when everybody get off here, I just want y'all to take a moment one day, or even after you get off, just take a moment and pay attention. If something happens, or just pay attention to how you react. Pay attention to how you're eating, what you're eating. Pay attention to what you're watching on TV, because that's energy too. And sometimes you can watch too much of those things on TV, and it can mess with your psyche. I don't watch a lot of news because it messes with my psyche. I don't watch things at night before I like killing, because it messes with my psyche. I like to go to sleep, peaceful. Most of the time, if I watch something, and I like, the little wild live stuff, but I have to really be careful. It's important. Oh, Ross said, yes, I can. The question one has to ask ourselves, and I up for the challenge. Would you say ourselves and I am up for the challenge. Okay. Yeah, we have to ask that. Yep, Roz, there you go. You have to ask yourself. And Roz has a wonderful story that she always share, and I'm gonna have her come on here and share with us one day. She shared it many a times, but for someone to go through what she went through, and I know I'd be one to ask question, what happened? What did you see? Because it's all energy when you leave your body and you go into a comatose or whatever and not come out for a while. That's a different experience. Or
Yeah,
you
Roz is a very powerful woman. She was the kind of woman that proved to herself that she was confident and committed to invest in her dreams, and she manifested that.
right. And just and not even her dreams, but just her whole health, her life.
That's
You
part of her dreams, her life, her dream. That's what she dreams of, a healthy life.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, absolutely. Our dreams, your dream, our dreams are vast. So we just have to prove to ourselves that we are men and women who invest in our dreams, that we can show up like that. What
Right.
creates security is our thinking. People always amaze me when they're with their relationship with money. And I was and their whole relationship with abundance and wealth and what that means to them, because that is an energy.
Mm-hmm.
That is an energy. And you're either connected to it or you're not. And then you got to ask yourself why you're not. And the majority of the times when we're struggling with a, uh, a consciousness that is lacking wealth,
Mm-hmm.
we are living in scarcity, lack, and fear.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have lived there before. And I know that a person that's struggling with a lack of abundance is living in, we go shopping and we buy things that we know we don't, that's scarcity. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Or it's not I want it and it's not available to me, you know. And so we live like that. Or, you know, um, and then we feel that so it's just it's a mind, it's a consciousness of scarcity and a consciousness of lack. I don't have enough, I ain't gonna have enough. And it's a consciousness of not feeling that things are available to you, so you go out and get it. I gotta have it because it's not going to be, I have to have it because it might not be available to me.
So can I ask the question? So when that happens to you, or yes, happened to me, what does it feel like internally?
It feels um, anxious, fearful, lack of confidence. Definitely, you struggling with self worth. Anybody that's struggling with scarcity is struggling with self worth. So that's how it feels. And that does not feel good.
Is there any nervousness in your energy? Like,
Your stomach, your head, you
what
can't
part of the
slow
body?
down. You always feel you gotta, you just,
Yeah, what part of the body? Yeah.
all of it. It could go, it depends upon wherever. It could be any from the tip all the way down to your toes and your fingers and your hands. You can't be still. It's not because you don't have enough. You're not satisfied. You don't have enough. You think you're lacking something. And so, I'll be 67 Sunday. And I was thinking about that. How do you want to bring in this new year, and how do you want to celebrate? Now, my scarcity nature was, girl, I got to buy me this. I got to go to this concert. I got to have this expensive meal. I got to travel here. I got to do that. I got to do this. And trust me, it is absolutely nothing wrong with doing those things. Nothing. But then I had to ask myself, this is going back to me personally. I said, Judy, let's talk about your wealth. And it comes in many different areas, from my health to my money. So I said, well, let's focus on your money. So I said, so let's look at your net worth. Because a lot of times, most of us don't even know what our net worth is. We avoid it because we're living in scarcity. We're just trying to get to the next thing that makes us feel good.
Mm.
And that could be an outfit. That could be a dinner, a trip, whatever that thing that's going to make me feel good. I got to run and get that. But I don't even know what I got in the account. I'm just going to go on and do it because you know what they said, life is short. I might be dead now. So, you know, we do, because that's how we was raised, to live on scarcity. So we run around and we live on scarcity all the time. And so I said, well, Judy, is that how a woman of wealth lives? I said, when was the last time you invested? You know, I mean, when was the last time you made an investment? And I had to really, I was almost ashamed that I had not did that in a while. So instead of this year, I want to bring it in a little different. I'm going to have a little fun here. But I'm going to make some investments because I realize now that for me to be a wealthy woman financially, and I'm just talking about that aspect of wealth because there are many, but for me to be a wealthy woman financially, I have to stop trying to be a wealthy woman financially. And I have to stop hoping to be a wealthy woman financially.
Okay.
I have to commit to become a wealthy woman financially. And I already know to do that, I have to invest. So what am I going to invest on? Another coat? Another pair of boots? Another diamond for my finger? Or am I going to make some investments so I can see an ROI? It's just like, Judy, what are you doing? So that I just wanted to kind of share that, to talk about my realization as I'm entering in this 67th year, that you don't want to run around living in scarcity, lack, and fear, always chasing a dollar, thinking you don't have enough, and feeling like you got to run to the store to buy something to prove that you got enough.
Right. That's
Girl, I ain't there anymore.
yeah, that was
all y'all. Let's doing it and have a great time.
That's interesting as you talk about that, because me and the client kind of talked about that yesterday, and she was talking about her book, and she was like, I haven't even got the book out yet. And I was like, I said, well, you got it together and it's about ready. We're gonna reach answer Roz in 1 second. We're gonna read your little statement. But I said, okay, the book is ready. Are you ready to show up with the book? And she was like, huh? I was like, are you ready to show up? You know, so that's interesting that you say that. You know, we want all of these things, but we're not even ready to show up. We're not even ready to.
We try. We still try. You gonna continue to try and see how far you get.
Right.
You better make a commitment. If you don't, you cannot try your way to nothing, and you can just continue to hope on, keep it alive. But you better commit if you want to get wealth.
And just see the wealth, like you said, on all areas of your life. You have
even with your health. Are you gonna try to work out in the morning? I had to stop that whole thing about working out. I worked out 7 days because I said, Judy, are you gonna try to work out? You gonna hope that you get up and do what you're supposed to do for your own health, or are you gonna commit to doing it?
It's basically we basically have to show up for ourselves.
Right.
We have to show up for ourselves. And that's what I said to her. She was like, wow, I never look at it like that. You know, I was worried about this, worried about that. I was like, so now I'm just going to ask you to put the book right over here for a minute. Just put it over there. It ain't going nowhere. It's ready. Well, why don't you get ready so you could present the book? And she was like, well, I said, take some time out for yourself because you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. You're killing your spirit. Your energy level is low. There's no balance. And we do those things. We run around like you said. Oh, I'm gonna get a coat. And I feel like, like people say, oh, you don't hang out. I said, I did a lot of hanging out.
I
Like
had to take my
I am showing up for Kimberly.
right. I had to take my power back.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So it's like that this time and point in my life, it's like I don't feel that I'm lacking anything. I don't feel that I'm missing out on anything, because I'm showing up for Kimberly. I'm most definitely putting Kimberly first and showing up for her. Because you always, like you say, we always say, oh, I'm gonna try to do it. We have to be committed. That's why I made those 4 C's: commitment, courage, confidence, and consistency.
That's powerful.
And that's what I told her. That's what it's going to take. That's what it takes for you to show up for yourself. For yourself. And then, so I want to say hi to a few people. Hey, British. Hey, Auntie Sue. And Eve. Hey, everybody. And Roz, Judy, I'm going to let you read Roz.
Roz says,
the wake up part.
Waking up and being alive makes me feel awesome. You must realize you are a wealthy woman financially who attracts and receives abundance.
Thank you. Yes. And yep, she said take the first step. Angela came in. I've been going to the gym at least 5 days a week. It's great. Go ahead, girl. Yes, I'm on my journey too.
Yeah. I did 7 last week.
Right.
I kept saying, can I do 7 days? Can I do 7 days consistently? I did it. I'm there, y'all.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel so good. You feel so healthy. You feel so good once you do it.
Well, I know I was most definitely at one point, I was consistent. I mean, I was so consistent, I was running, like twice a week, 5 miles, really into it. And my body was feeling so different and I was eating well and I loved it. It was great, but the consistency part is what happened. And then life happens and then you lose that. And we have to get to a place where, because life happens, that don't mean we stop taking care of self. Especially if we can continue to take care of self, because if we still got our health and strength, okay, I was about to cuss. Some shit didn't just happen. That's me. It didn't just happen. Okay, so that means I fall off my whole square, my whole energy, and just stop everything. But we do that. And that's something that it's over. Like Judy said, I went 7 days. Hey, I've been doing a whole week now, not eating after 7.
That's awesome.
It's like, okay, Kim,
awesome.
You keep saying it, but you won't be committed. So are you committed? Yeah. I mean, I love me. I look in the mirror and tell myself, I love you just the way I am. I love me now. I'm in love with me now. And that's really important. We have to show up for ourselves.
I agree, Kim. I totally agree. And I was just going to say what my coach, this lady named Tanya Lee, she always tells me, Judy, stop emotionally outsourcing. That you will have to, somebody else is going to have to change or act different for you to feel better. Other people's opinion is about them. It's not about me. And right. Everybody, the bottom line, as specifically as I get to this age, you ain't going to be everybody's flavor and everybody ain't going to be your flavor. And guess what, y'all? That's okay.
That's okay.
You don't emotionally outsource, meaning that you want that other person to change, be, act, and do something for you to feel better. Exactly. If they ain't doing that, it's okay. Right. We're not all going to be on the same flavor. And that's okay too. Just send them some love and keep it moving.
And it's like, again, like we're talking about, the topic is the meaning of energy. It's all energy. Right.
Right.
Where I say change you. Cheryl, hey Cheryl, how are you? Welcome. Yes, other people's opinion ain't your business. Mm. But I am going to say this.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to say this because I believe in it and it's energy. Open up your life to attract the right people in your life so that when it comes time to listen to someone, sorry, home phone, when it comes time to listen, you can hear. Oh, I'm so sorry. Because everybody has to we all have to listen, even if it's not even talking to someone. Even, I mean, when you're meditating, and after your meditation, you know, you don't think that something happens. Things happen. You hear things.
Yeah, you have to open up your
You
heart.
have to open up, you have to expand your heart. Expand your heart so you can hear. And I'm being honest. So it's, we got to take it off other people's opinion. But if I have people in my life who truly love me and care for my life, I'm going to listen. And I'm going to open up. If I don't understand something, I'm going to open up. As Rod say, I'm going to pay attention.
So
So
what would
even
you
in your prayer,
say? What
wait,
would you say for people that are struggling with that? Everybody doesn't have an open heart. Everybody doesn't know even how to open up. How can you guide a person's, how can you help the people tonight that are struggling with opening up their heart? And they because they have trust issues. How can you help them?
well, first of all, my thing with being a spiritual coach is basically taking them on a journey of getting to know self. And that's really basically it. Now, how I would take you through that journey is something that we would have to experience together. But helping you to get to the place of experiencing self on a different plane and not just on the surface is how I can help people change that.
That's beautiful.
Because you have to spend that time with self. You have to that's the first line of knowledge. And we was not taught that as kids. We were taught to read, write, go to the bathroom, respect your elders. But we was not taught about self. A lot of us came through the womb in survival mode. I'm one of those babies. So you come out through the womb in survival mode. I have a strong survival skill, strong. It was embedded in me. It's in my cells. We all know about survival, but some people, don't. But that was in me because I went through that in the womb. But how can I change these cells where I can learn how to be fulfilled, learn how to live in abundance? And the way I do that is transcending, is dealing with my energy, dealing with my consciousness, understanding my chakra system, having a connection, a deep connection with self, understanding my physiology. How does it work? How does it move? How do things make me feel? How is he making me feel? Is he serving me? Is this situation serving me? Am I being fulfilled at this job? Is this my dream? These are the things we have to take time to ask ourselves questions. And within going through a session with me, you're going to go through the journey of learning about self. You're going to take the time out for self. It's a beautiful experience. We're going to take some time and go within.
That's powerful. So, what I want to say to the guests tonight is that you should identify your desired emotion. You know, which emotion would produce the energy to drive you towards your goals or your dreams or what you desire? What emotion creates more energy that's going to make your body feel good? That's going to make your heart feel good. Ask yourself that. Identify your desired emotion. You should really do that.
And when you identify that emotion, identify your energy. When you ask yourself that question, pay attention to how your energy, how it moves. Pay attention. Because you might get a jar, it might make you feel nervous. You probably can't even say the whole thing because you ain't even ready to accept this is what you want. So and when you're ready, you can speak it. It becomes embedded in you. And consciousness awakening is embedded in me. I mean, and for me to just say that right now, my whole energy, I felt this beam of light go through me, honestly. It makes me feel emotionally, but emotionally with joy. It's like I feel this, all this energy going down my arms, my legs. I promise you guys, as I say this, I am so true to this. I think it's so important that we consciously wake up and not wake up to your man, you're buying a coat. I'm saying wake up internally.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Wake up internally to see the world with a different set of lenses, to have an experience with a different set of lenses. So you open up your heart, you're able to hear, you're able to see, you're able to react differently. Thank
So,
you.
like Kim said, I mean, it's never anything outside of you creating how you feel. It's never, never. It's always a thought. It's always that consciousness, as Kim said. So I know everybody that's on this call tonight. We've had some intoxicating conversations tonight. And I know that everybody on this call tonight is having a feeling. You feeling either good, bad, or ugly. You feeling something though. You are feeling. So don't judge what you're thinking, you know. Just be curious instead, like Kim said. Don't judge it. Just be curious and find out, why do I feel this way? Why am I having this thought? Why is this energy? Why is my body having this? And just be curious.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be surprised what you come up with.
Yes. You'd be surprised at how you can just deal with it and be like, oh, okay. Because I have to give this quick experience. Now I put this energy out there and I really was having this thing with work, going to work on Saturdays. And I'm like, I gotta do my homework. So I get to work on Saturday. And I took my laptop to be on the safe side. I'm like, I ain't gonna, if I don't get nobody, I'm good. Let me just do my work. Baby, I didn't get nobody, and nobody wanted me to do their hair. But my energy, now they was asking the ladies, they was like, no. I mean, and y'all know we was in a full moon. Baby, everybody's energy was on fire. It was energy popping everywhere. And I'm doing my homework, and then the computer go down. I mean, his Wi-Fi go down. I'm like, oh my, I got to get out of here. So I'm freaking out. I got to get out of here. I'm not getting anybody. My energy was crazy. So at the end of it, I said, Osama, I'm ready to leave. I don't want to stay here all day. Don't do no work. He was like, but Kim, you still getting paid. He said, so what is it that you don't understand? You're a smart woman. I was like, woo, woo. But I was like, I want to, why nobody, so my whole energy, you guys, it was so funny. So after it was over, I sat in the back and I said, I really appreciate this moment.
least you had an attitude of gratitude at the end.
I really appreciate it. If I had to go apologize to some, I said, I'm sorry. I know I was freaking out. I wasn't used to it. He's coming, yeah, it's been a whole year. Not one person wanted you to do their hair today. So we laughed. I said, well, I'm sorry for my energy. I get it. I appreciate it. And I did. I appreciated it. But my energy, but everybody's energy, everybody's energy was just, but it was a full moon. And I think it's still one today. So we are dealing with a full moon and y'all know there's energy. So I'm telling y'all now, pay attention to your energy because there's a full moon. And during a full moon, energy changes. Yes, we are, the planets. We are the universe. We are all connected. The universal energy field. So
I'm excited. I just hope that everybody, including us, that we're able to consistently elevate our energy and go from frazzled to fabulous.
Okay. Well, you guys, it's 7:56. Anybody else have something they want to say or share? We don't have a problem. We normally like to keep it an hour long. Hey, Sydney, Lord, Cindy Ray, what's going on? I'm always saying her name wrong. Hey, but it's 7:56, so we got like 4 minutes. We normally like to keep it an hour, but if you guys have things to say, Ross, thank you so much. Most definitely. Hey, Cheryl, you pretty quiet back there. What's going on with you? So just want to say hi to some people that I didn't get a chance to say hi to. But you guys, thank you guys so much. I really enjoyed this. We will be back on. Let me tell you now when we are coming back on in 2 weeks. You guys know we're doing it every other week.
23rd.
The 23rd, right? So when the holidays get in, will be some changes, but we'll be back on the 23rd, and we're gonna go deeper too. We're not gonna, as Judy said, we're not gonna be just on the surface playing. We're gonna have some.
No, we're not gonna do no small talk. We're gonna intoxicate you.
I love that. Intoxicate you. I like that. That's sexy. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Intoxicate you guys with our conversation, with our dialogue. So think about what we said today. We want to thank everybody for coming on, and please share this live. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all you guys for your support. And I appreciate you too, Judy. Thank you for your coming up with the topic.
I enjoyed you tonight.
I enjoyed you too, darling.
I enjoyed everybody else that took the time out of your precious schedule to really join us. We really appreciate you all. Thank you.
Yes, we really, truly appreciate you guys, and appreciate all your questions. I mean, your statements and everything. Oh, Cheryl said, thank you, ladies. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Angela. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Until next time.